Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. So this morning we got some incredible news right now. You guys can clearly see Bitcoin is breaking above $27,000. You guys can clearly see that Bitcoin is in fact pumping. It's currently at $27,100. So I told you guys for the past few days that Bitcoin was in fact going to have a pump up. And I told you guys, right, we have in fact been seeing Bitcoin have this downtrend, right? Creating high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, right? And clearly, you also clearly see Bitcoin is sort of slightly, right, just right now breaking above this, okay, above the resistance line. So that's absolutely amazing to see. And this is exactly what I predicted Bitcoin will in fact do in the next upcoming few days. If you guys haven't seen, my most previous videos, okay, I've been talking about this for many times that Bitcoin will potentially reach back up to $27,000. And once it does, I think Bitcoin will in fact continue up to the upside, reaching back up to $30,000. So why is Bitcoin pumping today? And actually, the entire cryptocurrency market today is actually, moving decently, right? Overall, the market's up 1%. The global crypto market cap as of right now is kind of 1.08 trillion. And you guys can clearly see Bitcoin is up 2.4%, Ethereum's up 1%, and a fair few altcoins are in fact pumping as well. You guys can see Solana pumping 4%, XRP 2%, Cardano, right, 1%, same with Dogecoin, and many more other altcoins are in fact pumping. But why? Okay, why all of a sudden is, Bitcoin pumping up to the upside, right? Well, it's because of this one thing, guys, okay? And Bitcoin, it seems like, is ready to skyrocket because of this, right? Bitcoin is honestly ready to skyrocket, guys, back to $30,000 and, of course, higher than that, okay? So, breaking headlines, okay? Breaking headlines. And this is really bullish for Bitcoin, in my opinion, right? It really, really is. So, Fidelity, okay, rumored to file for spot Bitcoin ETF. This literally just came out a few hours ago, actually just yesterday. Okay, so pretty much a few hours ago. Okay, so yes, Fidelity, right, rumored to file for spot Bitcoin ETF. Now we know what happened just last week. BlackRock, right, filed for Bitcoin ETF as well. This is looking very bullish for Bitcoin and crypto, right? It really, really, really is, guys. Okay, and this is why, guys, we are in fact seeing Bitcoin having this pump up this morning, right? It really is. Now it's back up at $27,000, just like what I mentioned yesterday, right? I really did say, right, even 2 days ago, I made a video, right, talking about Bitcoin, it's going to pump, right? And this is exactly what I am talking about right here. Okay, yeah, yes, right, Bitcoin's back up at $27,000. Now this, could not be a hold position for Bitcoin, all right, around this level. We could potentially see Bitcoin, have other corrections back down to $26,000. We will see. But so far, Bitcoin is in fact pumping, and this pump could potentially continue, right? Because of this one news. Okay, so this is some major news, guys. Okay, this is really, really bullish. It's looking pretty bullish for Bitcoin and crypto, in my opinion, especially Bitcoin, right? So that's that, guys. Okay, just remember, around 2 weeks ago, we had a lot of FUD, we had a lot of negative news. Okay, now 2 weeks later, everything is seeming, right, to recover back up, right? Especially Bitcoin. Just remember that. Well, that's why I've always been telling you guys to ignore the nonsense, ignore the FUD, all the negative news, okay? Ignore the noise. We're going to be fine. Bitcoin will recover and the market will recover. And that's exactly what Bitcoin is doing. Look, right? Bitcoin is back up at $27,000, just like where it was, a couple of weeks ago. Right now, it's back up at $27,000. So think about it, right? Just think about it. Look at that, right? So that's that, guys. But I want to show you guys a fair few charts. Okay, you guys know short term, I really do believe, okay, this rally for Bitcoin that we have in fact been seeing all of 2023 will continue up to the upside. Since Bitcoin right now is breaking above $27,000, I really do believe this rally will continue up to the upside. So since it's back up at $27,000, from here on, I think Bitcoin's going to reach back up to $30,000 and, of course, break that resistance line on $30,000 right up here, okay, because we didn't actually see Bitcoin break $30,000, okay, above $30,000. So I reckon it's going to go to $32,000, okay, and of course $35,000 once it breaks above this resistance line, right? So the next target for Bitcoin is around $38,000, okay, in the next upcoming few months. And I think that's very, very realistic. Okay, remember, guys, a few days ago, a lot of people were in fact predicting that Bitcoin was going to drop back down to $20,000. I don't think so, right? I've been telling us that many times. Even below $20,000, I don't think Bitcoin will ever go back down below $20,000. Meaning, I don't see Bitcoin dropping to $19,000, $18,000, $17,000. I don't see Bitcoin reaching back down below 20K ever again, right? In history, that's just my personal opinion. It could, but very, very unlikely to happen, right? So, in my opinion, okay, 25.3 could be the support level for Bitcoin, okay, because it is in fact bouncing back up. And I think the next target is around, $38,000. I agree with this chart, okay? I really do, guys, right? I've been talking about that many times, right? This rally for Bitcoin that we have in fact been seeing will continue on to the upside, okay? And I really do see, short term, this is exactly what's going to happen for Bitcoin. And this chart also indicates that as well. We saw a breakdown for Bitcoin, right? We know that Bitcoin was in fact forming this downtrend, and then now it is in fact breaking above it. So it's all ups from here, and it pretty much failed, right, to break down the support level of pretty much, $24.8 thousand, right? We saw Bitcoin go as low as $24.8 thousand, and then, it just went back up, right? So it failed. Okay, so that means it's all ups from here, guys, in my opinion, right? It really is, guys. Okay, so just think about it, right? Just think about it, especially if all these headlines, okay, Fidelity filing for Bitcoin ETFs, just like BlackRock. It's some really bullish news right now happening with Bitcoin and crypto, right? Especially Bitcoin. And that's why we are in fact seeing Bitcoin pump. Now, in the next few months, especially towards the end of this year in 2023, I do in fact see Bitcoin reaching $50,000. You guys know, right? If you guys have in fact been watching my videos, then you guys will know I've been mentioning this many times, that I do in fact see Bitcoin reaching at least over $50,000. And guess what? This chart does in fact indicate that. So this chart literally just came out today, okay, earlier this morning. And the target is $51,000. You guys can clearly see right there, $51,000. And this is exactly the chart that I am predicting for Bitcoin. Okay, I don't know why people think, Bitcoin's, going to drop back down below to $20,000 or lower. Okay, I don't know why, okay, they think that. Because Bitcoin, even with all this FUD that was in fact happening for Bitcoin, like literally like 2 weeks ago, okay, it's bouncing back up right now. It's literally recovering in like a few weeks' time. Just think about that, right? It hasn't even been a month, okay? And that's how quick Bitcoin recovers. So I really do believe towards the end of this year in 2023, I do in fact see a 50K Bitcoin or over 50K Bitcoin towards the end of this year in 2023, right? And then of course 2024, that's going to be the Bitcoin halving, and then that's when we're going to see Bitcoin really pump the most, especially towards the end of the year in 2024. That's where it's going to really pump, and I think we will in fact see a 100K Bitcoin in the year 2024, right, towards the end of the year in 2024. And then of course 2025, that's when we're going to really see Bitcoin pump, right, and reach and just keep reaching new all-time highs. And I really do believe we're going to see Bitcoin reach over 200K in the next bull market easily. I think that's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal price prediction for Bitcoin, in the next bull market in the year 2025. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think, Bitcoin's new all-time high will be? I think it's going to be over 200K, right? That's just my personal opinion. So yes, we know we have already hit bottom, okay, right down here. You guys clearly see that. So pretty much is all up from here. You guys can clearly see throughout the years when we have in fact hit bottom, right? 2011 we hit bottom and it skyrocketed, and then it went back down. 2015 it hit a bottom, and then it skyrocketed, and then 2019 we hit bottom, and then it skyrocketed, right? And then 2023, right, we know what happened. We hit bottom of $15,000 last November, okay, and then we saw Bitcoin skyrocket. So it's all up from here. You guys know I'm a big believer of history sort of repeating itself and rhyming, and this is exactly that, right? Every single time we hit bottom, Bitcoin tends to reach up to its previous all-time highs and reach, of course, a new all-time high, right? So just think about it, guys. Just think about it. Look at the charts, right? Zoom out and please understand this, okay? It's all ups from here. It's pretty much the exact same cycle, right? Now, give you guys a little update on this, the Bitcoin monthly returns. So far, June, okay, we are now down 1.6%. So this is in fact going a bit lower, which is great. Okay, we could end off, this month in the greens. Okay, we still have a couple more days in this month till it ends. But so far, it's looking pretty good for June, surprisingly, because I've mentioned this many times that June is usually not a great month for Bitcoin. You guys can clearly see that in previous years, 2022, 2021, and 2020. Like, look at 2022, it dropped over 37%. And the reason why we saw Bitcoin drop that much, last year in June is because of a lot of things, right? Terra Luna crashed. Okay, we saw Celsius, going bankrupt and whatnot. Okay, and many more other things, right? So if you survived 2022, because that was a really, really bad year, I must say. A lot of, FUD and negative news were in fact happening around the crypto space that year. That's why we saw Bitcoin and Ethereum and many more other altcoins that pretty much, the entire cryptocurrency market drop is because of a lot of negative things surrounding the crypto space. And we saw, FTX collapse and whatnot, right, in November. That's why we saw Bitcoin drop 16%. I'm actually glad it dropped 16% only. I would have thought it would have dropped more, but it didn't, right? But if you survived all of 2022, you guys clearly see, right? If you survived that entire year, right, you can survive anything. What we are seeing right now in the market is literally nothing, right? Like literally nothing. Last month in May, it dropped 7%. This month so far, it's down 1.6%. And, April, March, February, and January, our previous months this year in 2023, you guys clearly see that it was, performing very, very well, especially in January. I had a 40% return just that month in January, right? So this rally will continue on for Bitcoin, guys, right? That's just my personal opinion. Okay, Bitcoin right now is currently at $27,000, so it's looking pretty good and it's looking pretty strong in my opinion. But yeah, guys, that's that. Bitcoin is looking very strong, okay, and it's going to skyrocket because of this, right? Because of this news, right? With Fidelity, okay, Fidelity rumored to file for spot Bitcoin ETF, okay, just like BlackRock pretty much last week. So amazing news, okay, and we're gonna see if this rally will in fact continue for Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin is not gonna absolutely skyrocket, right? It's obviously gonna have a little small corrections every now and then. Okay, it's not gonna absolutely just skyrocket, but we will see, guys. But on that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just really wanted to make this video, give you guys a little update on what's happening with Bitcoin. More videos, of course, will in fact be coming your way, so stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. Let's get to 3,000 subscribers. I would really, really, really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a blessed day, guys.